Hi family, my name is Shoshanna. I come from Jewish heritage. I was raised in Israel, but the best part is that I've come to know Jesus as my Messiah. Andrew has asked me to take you guys through a kind of prep before this Friday Easter's preach. We will be together looking at the Passover. This is really special because it's exactly the feast that Jesus celebrated with his disciples. Traditionally, Jewish people back then and today gather in their homes. Well, there you go. I guess we got that part right. Hashtag stay at home. They would gather in their homes around a long table and they would do something called a seder, a Passover seder, which means a Passover order. Through this kind of set of blessings and using symbolic foods, they would recall the Exodus. They would recall their deliverance from Egypt and from slavery and how God performed miracles and wonders on their behalf. Andrew will take us through a kind of seder in which he will reveal to us how Jesus revealed himself to his disciples as the Passover lamb. This is a time for families. This is a time to get the whole family to participate, to get the kids to participate. Get yours and your kids' hands dirty with some flour. If by any chance you cannot participate in the Passover meal, please still tune in. We will be looking at some biblical truths and we will be looking at essentially the simple gospel. That's what Easter and Passover are all about, the Lamb. So, family, before you tune in to the teaching, make sure that you've got a piece of bread hidden somewhere in the kitchen. Don't worry, you'll understand later. The other thing you must make sure of is that dinner is already ready. You'll also understand that later. You're going to be eating dinner in the middle of the teaching. That's probably a first. The other thing you need to make sure of is that your table is prepared. Now, what does that look like? Okay. Now remember, this is all symbolisms, so no need to be pedantic about it. Firstly, I've got the wine, and everybody's got their own wine glass. Can also be grape juice. Why have we got a little bit of wine in each glass? Because there's going to be 4 glasses throughout the seder. Then I've got my matzah. Matzah meaning unleavened bread. We made our own unleavened bread. Be impressed. And had a lot of fun. You can see the link to the recipe in the site. So I've got matzah here. And then I've also got another piece of matzah, which is this is the piece of matzah or the piece of unleavened bread that is going to be broken and blessed in the beginning. This is the matzah for the communion later at the end of the teaching. Now, as you can see, we've got 4 other bowls with symbols in it. Right now, it looks very, very random, I am sure. But don't worry, I'm just gonna make sense of all of this. So I've got a bowl with a green herb. I've got a bowl with what you see in here is grated apple and honey. We also added nuts and cinnamon. Then I've got a bowl with a chicken bone Guys, if you can do a shank bone or a lamb bone, that is even better. Then I've got bitter herb, so any herb that you can think of that when you take a bite out of it, it's not very pleasant. And then I've got a bowl with salt water in it. We've also got a candle on the table. You can also have a torch on the table. Just be aware that it's the kids, if you've got kids, that will be handling it later. Then I've got, underneath here, I've got what is meant to symbolize a white cloth. You can use white napkins. That should also be here. And that's that, folks. For those of you who will be prepping, please check out the website for more details. I hope you enjoy this and you'll be blessed by it with us.